Hey everyone, it's Cathy from CathyZielske.com, welcoming you to Just Crafty Enough, my video series that shows you how to take digital products and turn them into simple but cool crafty things. Let's face it, I may not know how to heat emboss 6 different ways, but at the end of the day, I'm just crafty enough. Today, I'm going to show you how to take 3x4 pocket page cards and use them to make 3 different greeting cards with a decidedly Valentine's Day theme. We start simple and progress in complexity as we go. Let's begin. The first card we're going to make is the simplest of the 3. And what you're going to do is you are going to take a look inside the card set called Cupid Cards number 3, and you will see that there is a folder of PDFs. There are 2. The first one that we're going to work with is the color cards, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up in Adobe Acrobat. And what you'll find here are 2 pages, each containing 4 cards, and each card has a very thin hairline which is designed to use as your trim guide. You're going to pick the card design that you like. Mine is on page 2. And then you're going to print it out on good quality cardstock with good quality settings. I'm going to go File, let's see, Print, bring up my little print window here, and you can do a couple things here. I'm going to actually choose the page, page 2, and then you can change the actual size of the printout. Let's say you want this, if you want it to be just the actual size, click actual size. Or if you want to make a tiny version of this to layer into a card design, you can, type in 50, but I'm going to keep it actual size. When I go to print, I'm going to trim it out. I'm going to take some adhesive, and then you're going to have a card that looks like this. All I did was mount it on the card, fold it in half, and trim off the excess. Simple and done. Card number 2 is essentially the same idea, but we're going to use a different file, and we're going to use our Mink. That's right, a foil application delivery system. This time what you're going to do is you're going to print out the black and white, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up. You can print this at home if you have a laser printer, but if you do not have a laser printer, then you would have to print this out and take it and get a photocopy. An inkjet printer, let me go make this full page view, is not going to work for this. You need to have a laser or a photocopy, and that's why I included the black. So again, you're going to print page 2, trim it out, heat up that Mink, choose your foil of choice, and simply run it through the Mink. The gold foil or whatever color you choose will adhere to the black, and then you can find a pattern paper. What I did was found this lovely pattern paper that had foil weaved into it, the gold foil, trimmed it to a square, folded it, mounted it, done. Also, really simple and a fun thing that you can do with any card file like this that comes with black as well. Now our final card has a few more steps. It's a little more involved, but I'm going to walk you through it and hopefully simplify the process. For this card project, we're going to work with the PNG files. The PNG files are just black pixels on one single layer. And what we're going to do here is we're going to cut this apart. You need to get the text on a new layer. So I'm going to use the Lasso Tool and just loosely click around, make sure I get all the black. And once I have it, I'm going to go to Layer, New, Layer via Cut. When I do that, if you look over in the Layers palette, you'll see the text has now been copied and cut and placed on a new layer. If I turn this off, the bottom layer with the heart, you'll see. So I'm going to go ahead here and right click or control click to get a drop down for duplicate this layer. Duplicate layer, and under destination, I'm going to create a new document, and I'm just going to call it text layer, one word. Click OK, and what will happen is it brings it right in here to its own 3x4 document. Now I can click on the color picker. Let's see, I already had a pink in there, but let's find something a little lighter and more fresh maybe. Something like this. You can move, you can move around. Find a color that you like. Click OK. Now I can go ahead and go edit fill layer. Foreground color is set. Preserve transparency. Click OK. And now I've got the color set on that. Okay, that is the file I'm going to send to print. I'm going to come back, however, to my other file, the one I started with, and I'm going to delete that text. I'm going to delete it, and now I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm actually just going to put this on my desktop for ease of finding. I'm going to change the name just to say the same file, but heart only. Click Save. OK. It's still a PNG. Let me double check that. It was yep, PNG. OK, and now I'm going to close this. And I'm not going to save all that work I just did because I don't want to mess up the original file. For this guy, I'm not done with him yet. I'm going to go Command or Control P for print. And I'm going to print this with crop marks. If you go under more options, you'll see there's a print crop mark guide there. You want that checked. Oops, and that way, when you print this on cardstock, you have your exact card size ready to go. So we'll print that. We'll use good quality settings as if we were printing a photo, and that part is done. And now we're going to move on to the fun stuff of creating our own cut file. For the cut file, I am working in Silhouette Studio because that is the electronic cutter that I have. I have a Cameo. And so here's how you're going to take a PNG file and make it a cut file. I'm going to go Command or Control O to open, and I'm just going to go to my desktop and locate my little cut file where I saved it. Heart only. Okay. Click OK, and my cut file will open. There it is. It's the same size. I brought it in exactly as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to my trace window. I'm going to click on Select Trace Area, and I'm going to go around the whole thing like that. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this high pass filter and go all the way just so it's all solid and filled in. And then I'm going to hit the top trace. Once I do that, click on the black portion, delete. I now have a cut file. Now I like to see my background. I have the background transparent so I can see my cutting mat. And then all you're going to do is you take a piece of pattern paper. You can duplicate this too. Let's say you're like, oh, I want to have a couple different options, so just copy and paste it. However many times you like, go ahead, cut out your samples, and then what you will do is you will take this part that you cut out, put dimensional adhesive on the back, any kind of pop dots or foam tape that you have. Take your printed card with the text, layer them together, and put them on another card. And that's how you make a little more complicated, but yet simple. Like I said, it's nothing that's going to require a rocket scientist, but it's just crafty enough. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.